Hello students, today we will learn what is a prime factorization and where we use prime factorization. So before learning how to find out prime factorization of a given number, uh, you should be familiar with two words. What is the meaning of square number and what is a perfect square? I'll give you an example. For example, square of 4. So you are multiplying this two number together, 4 times 4. So 4 square means 4 times 4, which is 16. Now this 16 can be called square number, or 16 can also be called perfect square. Perfect square in simple meaning or simple word is if you find the square root of any number and you get a whole number. For example, 16. You find the square root of 16 is a 4. So 4 is a whole number. 16 is a perfect square. For example, 6 square. The square of 6 is 6 times 6, 36. And if you find the square root of 36, you get 6. So 36 is a perfect number, perfect square or perfect number. So that means the square root should be a whole number. For example, 10 square. 10 times 10 is 100. And we know the square root of 100 is 10. So what is 100? 100 is a perfect square. Now see what is the meaning of a prime number and how we find the prime factorization. Prime number is a number which is greater than 1 and whose factors can only be 1 or itself. Or you can say the number can be divided by 1 or by itself. Every number is divisible by 1. So basically, the number which can only be divisible by itself, that is a prime number. For example, 2. 2 can be divided by 1 and 2. No other number can be divided. For example, 13. 13 cannot be divided by any other number, just 13 and 1. So 13 is a prime number. So these are the few examples of prime numbers 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 23, so on. So these number can be divisible by itself only. Now see how we can find prime factorization and why we need prime factorization. Prime factorization is a method to find out whether the given number is a perfect square or not. And if it is a perfect square, we can find out the square root using prime factorization. I'll give you one example. For example, 36. 36 can be divided by 2. 2 times 18 is 36. Now, this 18 can further be divided by 2 and 9. Now, 2, because 2 is a prime number, we cannot further split this. There is no other number which can divide 2. Only 2 can be divided by 2. So, we'll write 2 as it is. And 18 we write 2 times 9. Next step, this is prime number, write 2 as it is. This is also prime number, write as it is. Now 9 can be written as 3 times 3. Now if you see the last line, all numbers are prime number. So when any number is given and we split up, the final product, the final line shows only and only prime numbers. That thing is called prime factorization. Now let's see what's the importance of prime factorization. So this is the prime factorization of 36. So 2 times 2, 4, 4 times 3, 12, 12 times 3, 36. So they all, when multiply, you get 36. So these are the prime factorization. Now to find the square root of 36. Before that, is this 36 is a perfect square or not? What we will do, we will make pairs. So make the pair same number. This 2, 2. This is one pair of 2. This is also pair. So all prime factorizations are pair. There's 2, 2 and 2, 3. So if any prime factorization make all same pairs, that is a perfect square. So this is 2, 2, this is 2, 3. Now if you want to find the square root of 36, so write square root 36. So instead of 36, write the prime factorization. Now this is two 2's. So instead of 2, we take 1 2 outside the square root sign. And this also a pair, we take 1 3 outside. So what is, we get 2 and 3. 2 times 3 is 6. So square root of 36 is 6 and 36 is a perfect square. Let's do some practice question. 24 will make prime factorization of 24. Then we'll check whether it's a perfect square or not. So this number can be divided by 2. 2 times 12 is 24. And write 2 as it is. This can be written as 2 times 6. 2 is prime number, right as it is. 2 is prime number, right as it is. 6 can be written as 2 times 3. Now see, the last line, all numbers are prime numbers. So 24 prime factorization is 2 times 2 times 2 times 3. Now make the pairs. This is a pair. There's only one pair here. This is only 1, 2. So there's no pair for this number. There's no pair for 3 also. So we cannot make the pair for all the numbers. So this number means 24 is not a perfect square. So we cannot find square root of 24 using prime factorization. So we have to use the calculator. So when you use calculator, find the square root of 24, which is 4.9 something. Let's see 144. So make the prime factorization of 144. So 2 times 72. 2 is a prime number. 72 further can be divided by 2. 2 times 36. And this is 2 right as it is. This is 2 right as it is. This can be divided by 2. 2 times 18. This is 2 right as it is. Prime number. This is a prime number. Now this can be written as 2 times 9. This is prime number right as it is. Prime number, prime number, prime number. This can be written as 3 times 3. See, last line, all numbers are prime factors, right? So what we'll do, write the prime factorization of 144. Two times 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 times 3. And then we will make pairs. So this is a pair, this is a pair, this is a pair. The square root of 144. So instead of these two 2's, write only 1 outside the square root sign. Instead of this, write 1 2 outside. Instead of these two 3's, write 1. So now multiply 2 times 2, 4 times 3 is 12. So square root of 144 is 12. 144 is a perfect square, and if it is a perfect square, we can find the square root. So 144 square root is